obviously there's a lot to get to, but when you look at what Aiden did for you tonight, like A, how do you describe it? B, where do you rank in terms of postseason performances? And C, the paddle save that he has. Like, how do you describe what it's like watching that?
Well, that's an unreal save, right? It's a game changer because we come down and get one at the other end. So you need those saves at key moments. We didn't play our best game in front of them. I'm the first to admit that. And sometimes game ones go like that. But eventually we found a rhythm and were able to score some goals for him. So it didn't have to be perfect by any means. But that was a big save. The guys get excited to see that for obvious reasons. I don't know what it does to them, but I know for us it picks us up. And as for his performance, I thought he was really good in Edmonton after they got a 2-1 lead, the closeout game. Tonight's right up there. The shutout the other night in Dallas I thought was more of a team effort than an individual effort, but certainly tonight, and it's a team effort, don't get me wrong, but I just thought we were rock solid in front of them. We had some holes today, including right to the end. We gave up a short-handed breakaway. With two defensemen on the ice, right? So it was just one of those nights. I think the emotion was in the building and everyone was caught up in a little bit. And thank God he sort of was nice and calm there.
Right side, second row.
Hey Bruce, Lindsay Brown, Lotus Broadcasting. A lot of board battles won by your group tonight. Where did that success on the rails translate the most for you?
Well, they're a team that tries to squeeze you off outside the dots all over the ice. We know that. We have to live it a little bit, but as coaches you watch it against other teams, and you got to skate onto pucks and support pucks early, and then once you're in space, then the guys can play to their strengths and make the plays that are in front of them. But as the game went on, I thought we got better on the boards. We're going to have to be. You have to be good against teams that press all over the ice. And if you're good in that way, it might back them off. It might not. If it doesn't, then you got to convert on your opportunities if you create space and numbers. If not, well then you put the brakes on and you get back in your own end if they're successful with they're kind of stopping the play or their pinch. So it'll be a big emphasis in this series. And tonight I thought, I'll have to look at it. We did a decent enough job there because I didn't see a lot of sustained shifts in our end. There was one, I think, before the White Cloud goal and one before they scored late in the second, for sure. But in general, I thought we weren't bad in that area. But I said, usually when you watch it, sometimes it confirms that or denies it, right? One or the other. So we'll see tomorrow.
Front left.
Danny Webster, Las Vegas Sun. Bruce, we talked a lot about Shea and just how frustrating it's probably been for him to not get on the scoreboard when he makes a move like that. It's a good reminder of just the kind of player that he is.
Well, he needs to do a bit of that. They get into man-to-man, so when you have a little bit of space, that's your time to be creative, whether you go back down the wall or into the middle. And Shea has the ability to move laterally as good as any defenseman I've ever seen. So good for him to find the middle of the ice. It looked like it was pretty good coverage at first, but again, he found his soft spot, and then how he's at the net, right? He probably doesn't get who got the assist on the goal, but at the end of the day, he's going to take away Bobrovsky's eyes. We've talked about that a lot. So really good play by him, and you're starting to see his game come around. Started in the Dallas series. His legs are under him, and he's skating and pushing the pace, and probably had a number of shot attempts as well tonight. So we need him for the secondary offense. He's pretty cool.
Front left.
Jesse Grange with The Athletic. Obviously, you mentioned White Cloud's big goal. What impresses you most about him, and also how much of a luxury is that bottom pair being as strong and trustworthy as they are?
It's a big reason why we're here, and another big reason tonight. We've got 6 guys we can roll over. We don't rely on wearing 2 guys out or 4 guys out series after series. And you followed us, you know that they sometimes play more than other pairs in 5-on-5 situations. They're both penalty kill guys, but neither one sees a lot of power play time, and they might not after that breakaway tonight too, by the way. We'll talk to them about that. Whitey's a good offensive player. We've seen him pitch in. He's good at usually walking down on his forehand side is how he scored a lot of his goals. This one he rolled to the middle like Theo. So again, with man-to-man, if you can create a lane for you, shaking that first guy, you might get some looks at the net with traffic, and he was able to do that. But that pair means a lot to them. They've grown over the years here. They played a championship run in Chicago together years ago, and it's not the same, but it's still the pressure of continuing to play this time of the year. So they've been through a little bit of it, and now they're getting a taste here at a higher level.
Right side, front row.
Pierre LeBrun, TSN, The Athletic. Bruce, Bobrovsky obviously beat 3 elite teams and getting here, and I'm wondering, you talked about taking his eyes away on Theodore as well, but what in your film prep, what did you see in his performance in those 3 rounds? You're like, hey, here's an area where we've got to try.
Well, Sean Burke did a presentation this morning. He does it more in depth than me. Bottom half of the net moving laterally is tough. If you're gonna, you got to beat him upstairs. If you're gonna, once he's moving, traffic at the net, he gets. I don't want to say small because that's not fair, but he crouches a little more to find pucks, and that was the Theodore goal. The Stoney was just a quick release up there. If you're gonna go up there, it's got to be quick. So, at the end of the day, he's been great in the playoffs. So we know we're up. What we're up against, but we've also scored. We've said that. We've scored a lot of goals to win. I think every game we've won, now this is 13, 12 of them we've scored at least 4 goals now, so we do have the ability to finish. And so the goaltender's gonna have to be good. And even though we don't get maybe a high volume of shots, we try to look for a good one. And at the end of the day, we got some guys with some composure when the puck's on their stick. I think the Marchessault one was one of those ones we saw something in tape on an entry. I don't think he had much of a chance on that one. It almost has to hit him when you're in that close. So, but he was good tonight. Our guy was good. I expect more of that in the whole series. He had good goal tonight.
2 more questions for Coach Cassidy.
Steve Carp with the Sporting Tribune. The fact that you have so many veterans in your room, is that what allowed you guys to kind of brush off the second period goal late and kind of get the thing back on an even field?
Honestly, they probably deserved to score a goal in the second period. I think Barkov hit a pipe. They took a shot from the point. I'm not sure it was a right shot, hit the point post. So they were getting close. I hate to say that because I don't want to, but they had earned some really good opportunities. And so for us, it was a little bit, we gave up a late goal, but I'd rather it then at the start of the third, to be honest with you. So we have time to go in and regroup and sort of settle down and get back to work. And it was a good shot. I think it may have hit White Cloud on the way in, but like I said, they had generated some good looks, so it wasn't like we played this perfect period. It was demoralizing. So for us, we do have a veteran group, and I think it showed going into the third, and I think it showed late in the game. We sort of were able to keep our discipline and get to the finish line.
Last question.